Alright, we're back here again. Now, where were we?
Previously on Shadowbringers.
Redemption is beyond us.
Take those papers next door and submit them to the clerk.
Oh, who's this then?
Alphino, if it please you, my lady. And this is my
talentless wretch.
Oh.
Quite right.
Oh, welcome to Yulmore. Isn't that right, darling?
How did this happen?
I'm slipping!
Dance for me.
Hurry the f*** up!
Stop yelling at me!
Shut the f*** up! Paint a picture for me.
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could.
Oh yeah. Well, let's get back to it then. If you come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. A wax sealed envelope addressed to Cassard. Oh, a friend of the Exarch. Hoping to meet someone in Almarang, are you? Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there. As a matter of fact, so we can leave right away, so you have everything you need. All set, then off to the unforgiving sands we go. You can now travel to Almarang, speak with the adroit Amaral Tamer to fly to the desert. Hello.
Arang. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang, once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armarang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Gosh, the music is such a different vibe. Ugh, no matter how many times I come here, the cold never fails to catch me off guard. The sky may be as bright as in the scorching hours of the day, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now, the Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alisei friend of yours is staying. Well, that's a fair old distance, so I propose we make a stop in Mortsuk to break up the trek, allowing me to attend to some business, and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good! Alright, you lot. I'm off and I'd better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. You got it, boss! Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow. What is that? A giant tender. Huh. Stuck out really hard there. Hey, Cassard. Stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Almarang, is it not? Before you cross the River of Sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. We talking about that castle there? It is quite a view. It is quite a view, I'll admit that. They built them big, didn't they? That's Kasr Kshara, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabath Arang. Seeing what was left behind, I believe it when they say it was once one of Norvrant's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along. Great chunks of Nabath Arang's lands were lost to the light, its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying. Most of them, anyway. No, not many choose to come here these days. Not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than an Amara roost for me and my caravan. Not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see Mortsuk. Let's press on, shall we? Is that Mortsuk over there? This is a pretty place. Like, oh my lord. Probably not the smartest decision to bring a giant hulking 3-ton machine over a wooden bridge. Here we are, Mortsuk. By the blessed shadow, I love this town. Kassard stands at the entrance to Mortsuk, an eager smile on his face. Mortsuk, not just full of Mort, but humans and all manner of others too. It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Oh, have you met a Mort before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respect to Master Gengen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. I need to get better at just switching to like samurai or something to get experience for that thing. Hey, it's Jinjin! Greetings! My something ain't helped me feed my son. He has grown big and strong and is aiding me out of house and home. Okay, you do that. Oh yeah, these are the kobolds. The city of the Mord. Kassard, how you doing, bud? Go on, introduce yourself to Master Gengen. It is very quiet. Oh my lord, your face. I never really actually realized what their faces look like. That's a kobold! What beady eyes!
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Yeah, my voice is not that manly, okay?
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mordsuk.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too, many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Mordsouk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Okay.
Aye, that they do. For Mord do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value. That is why they come here, come from far away, come with much money.
Huh. Okay.
And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Mord philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed.
Right? That would be great.
Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
The cracking of the coin purse.
Uh-oh.
You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense.
I mean, I could probably afford it.
A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
I don't understand the value of it.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer? I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here! Come and look!
You buy?
Okay. Time out.
Enough of that! Calm, I say! This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots.
No pot, please.
Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
I like this place. You all look alike. Ron's shop is best for eating. Crack a coin purse and gorge on the delicious delicacies. A full Volbertite honor seems a bit rich for buying a dented pan or a bowl of worms. Did the Exarch lose to you at cards or something? Or cards or something? Okay, I need to work on that voice. Hey, Ron. Welcome to Rodwin's, traveler. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your time. Stare and snip before you choose, but no drooling on the merchandise, yes? Browse everyone's wares. You may move the camera and zoom in to target stuff. Wait. Is a variety of goods for browse wares. So, I can see that you skewered frogs over here. Oh, do you like those? Chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks, spear with stick, then roast over spire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. Okay, you also have a, everyone's favorite, plump white worms slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed wiggler, you'll never want any other treat. Okay, so we got bread. I call that mush love. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. Okay, though that doesn't sound too bad, compared to the other ones. Here's meat. This one looks delicious, making me hungry right now. That's my ever-burning bounty, made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up on chilly desert nights. Okay. They all look tasty, yes? Which to choose? I'm gonna go with if mush loaf is for the heat, I might go with a mush loaf. Yeah, let's go with a mush loaf. I'll go with a mush loaf. Ah, very wise. You won't wither on the sand with a gut full of cactus fruit filling. You have the gold. Here you go. And done! One Volbertite honors buys you 40 loaves of bread. I don't know if I can eat all of that. I think I'll share the rest. Our visitor invites us to a feast. Let us give thanks for her great generosity and small appetite. Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Genyen will be pleased that you honored ours. Give me the merchandise down, yes? No returns. I am honored to have been chosen. Go to Gengen. Let him know that your coin purse has been most decidedly cracked. None of those were the most appealing thing. Backflip. Hello, Gengen. I was watching from here, Lucia. You honored our custom, and with great relish. You'll always be welcome in Motsuk. If you need anything in Amarang, we are here to provide. Gah, my lord. Cracking the coin purse is only the beginning. We have wares for every occasion, so feel free to spend to your heart's content. Oh my gosh. You have courage, my friend. Ron's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you that bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Right, now that you've eaten, I expect you're eager to get back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I can conclude my business here in Morsuk. Sure thing. Oh, offering your services, are you? Aye, well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I have a receipt here for some goods I need picking up from the market. all properly paid for. You just need to do the lift. You just need to do the lifting and carrying. I'll go take care of some last-minute haggling. Then, see you in a bit. Okay. I only just remember the voice they have until after they're gone. Hi, Ron. Do you like your food warm and wriggly? Then you have come to the right place. Honestly, the meat is the only one that I was kind of hungry for. But it's like eternally shining sunlight here. But as my friend pointed out, apparently I didn't read close enough, saying despite its eternal sun, it gets rather cold, enough to make you shiver. So, yeah. I apparently didn't read close enough. Hungry again already? You have a strong stomach, friend, but I wouldn't eat those. Oh. Worker receipt. Table cactus, tonton, iron ore, dull. Nabath Arang antiques, mimia, to be collected from Mumul. So why is this thing shining? Oh, I guess I gotta go hunting. I got a mender. Stuff there just fine. No, don't need anything from you. Oh, it's Tonton. Yeah, Tonton. It's with your legs and not with your back. This is gonna be mine, don't mind me. Just gonna grab that. You came in with Cassard, yes? Good. I can finally stop thinking about that sack. Please, take your prickly purchase. And we're gonna get this box of antiquities. Hi, Momo. I'm just gonna take this away from you. Hey, no touching! The merchant is spoken for. You couldn't possibly change my mind with a better offer. I'm just a messenger. What? Cassard sent you? Why didn't you say so? I wouldn't dream of selling his goods to a higher bidder. Oh, no. I skipped that last part of what you said. Nabatharang relics, wasn't it? All packed in that box there. Handle it with care. Okay. So, iron ore from Toto. So, Toto Tonton. Okay, where's Toto? Toto. Tonton. Toto Tonton. Toto. Tonton. Toto and Tonton. Bon. Where's Toto and Tonton? Toto and Tonton. Don't mind me, I'm just going through your city with the freaking war machine. Completely normal. Toto and Tonton. Where's Toto? There's Mil. Nope. That's water jar. I need Toto. Aha! Toto! I found Toto. Hi, Toto. Now then. What was I doing again? What are you doing, little guy? You're just kind of sitting here. Cassard sent you, did he? Right. Yes. What kind of ore was it again? It was iron ore. No. It was... Yes, it was iron ore. Iron ore! Of course! That would explain this box I have here. It's all yours! Now then! Where was I going again? This person has memory issues. Can relate. I can relate to this guy's poor memory. Hey, Cassard. Don't tell me you've been around the entire market already. Collection of goods that he ordered. Aye, that's the lot. Alright, good work. Good work. And quick work, too, considering you've not set foot in this place before. I'd thought you wanted to sit in the city like the Exarch. But something tells me you're not a stranger to visiting strange lands. Unfortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hoped to conclude all my business before you've returned, but it seems there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag in my middleman to sort this mess out. And I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs. Cassard, it feels like an age since I saw you. Oh, hi. Well, if it isn't the lovely Tasleen, it's been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This lady was on her way to meet with Alice. I'm supposed to be taking her to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commandeered my attention. Wait, I know who you are. Alicia has told me so much about you. You're Lucia, aren't you? Okay, so, yeah, that'd be me. I knew it! How wonderful to meet you at the flash after hearing all those stories. I'm Tesleen. I work as a carer at the inn, and I've got to know Alice quite well since she took up guard duties here. Do you want me to take over as Lucia's guide, Cassard? My shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it would be no trouble. That would be a great help, thank you. Well, it looks like you'll be able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of Amaring, and I'll send you back to the Crystarium. Alright, will do. How convenient! Tessa? Tesleen? I can remember names. Concur with your desert crossing and good fortune with meeting your friend. I'll be around when you're ready to head back to the Exarch. This thing seems eager to set off. Alicia has been desperate to see you, Lucia, so let's get you to her sooner rather than later. The inn isn't too hard to find, really. You can actually see the top of the rock spires from here. We just need to swing around the ridge, then head south. Come on, I'll get my supply together and meet you outside. Oh, so we're going with that mount, huh? And off we fly! That was a very short flight. All set? Oh, I should probably mention the wildlife. Well, most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance. The local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Do you think you can handle any beast that tried to make a meal of us? Absolutely. I thought you might. Alicia was always saying how much... I mean, let's get going, shall we? Yep. Gosh. This song is vibing. Okay, hello. Let's get rid of this thing here. Let's start wiping the floor with some wildlife here. Good. Okay, let me, Sorry, there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. And hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Alice was strong, but in her mind, she was never... Now it makes sense. Well, we should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that might have cut our scents. I'll wait here so you can fight without any distractions. Alright, you're making me ready to work with these variety chocobos. Oh, either current. Let's kill this animal, shall we? Slap you around. I'll just mark that right there. Oh my. Over here just slaughtering coyotes? Don't mind me, I was just a little bit late. Boom. And we got this thing here. Stun it. Wasn't fast enough. Well done. Well done. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I could hear the howling and snarling from here. Frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork. And know to avoid us now. I need to get these supplies back to the inn. Alright, now I'm gonna myrtleize this thing.
Stop! No! Oh,
and onwards. Gosh, this song is so chill. Man. That thing's freaking terrifying over there. What the crap? Not gonna fight it today. Hey, Destiny. This is it! Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once! Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. Seems you ended up escorting me! I'll have to repay the favor somehow, but first, let's head inside, shall we? Oh boy. Oh. Oh. People on hard times. Seems to be the norm around here, honestly. Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alice arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. Afflicted? What are they afflicted with? You don't know? I don't think I've met anyone besides Alice who was so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. I might leave out something obvious. So it may be best to have Alice give you the full explanation. Alright. If you say so. Justin cast her gaze around the inn, hoping to spot Alice. Now, where is she?
Where is she?
I don't know, Batman. I think she might be out on patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her over there. It's not far. Head out to the south side and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. The watchtower's on the south side. I only wish I could be there to see Alice's face when she realizes it's you. Oh, I can't wait to see her face too. I'm gonna tune to this aetherite. Yeah, of course, we got frickin' scissor hands on our way. Burning the vibe. Oh, hey, there's an ether current. Yeah, you better run. I have a flame-throwing dragon. And go! I'm just gonna survey. I say there's nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground. They look to be about the right size. Oh, right here. Small footprints lead off to the northwest. Okay. Zombos! There's zombies! The footprints continue on to the northwest. Alright, it's action time. Alright. Backflip. So over here. Nice job. Nicely done. Did a lot of damage. Wow. Small footprints. Footprints curve around the west. And more of these. Alright. Nice. Doing good. Did good. Okay, these are all over the place now. What the crap? There are more tracks here, but they end in a more disturbed sand. Gosh, is that the wall of lights? Is that thing like holding back a giant wave, or what is that? It's so big and bright. Where's the Sin Eater?
Get back here!
I knew it!
Is that... It can't be.
Yeah, it's thick! Go get him, Alice! Ah, it's nice seeing you. You almost lost that one.
I had it under control, right up until the moment I didn't. I'll do better next time. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner.
Just like a little elf.
How are you?
Doing good. How are you, Alice?
We've fought them to a standstill then?
Yeah, pretty much.
The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them.
I know,
But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal.
Yep.
But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters.
Yeah.
That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations.
So we've been killing people then?
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason, which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them.
Rather violent, but I get what you're going for.
The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Man, it's just a matter of time. More for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society and exiled to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Testing and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters, which is knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Give me experience for it, Samurai. I say, what have you help her finish her patrol? Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn, and you clear the west. That way you can have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. These marks on your map are where the usual trouble spots are. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a Sin Eater, but you'll know for sure soon enough when they come slavering after your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever's prowling around out there, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. It's like The Walking Dead, man. Hello. Let's get you out of here. Forgiving cowardice. That's one of them. Shadow's gonna get this one. Alright, so no senators here. And we inspect the destination. Nothing? Alright, here it be. Boom! Interrupted. Stunned, rather. Nice. That's the last of them. What the crap is this thing? Juggler Hecatomb. I've never seen one of those before. How did you fare? Well, they're dead, as usual. I thought there might be one or two lurking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expect you noticed it yourself, but individually, these lesser Sin Eaters are no more deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the Void Scent, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful Sin Eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. That's the basic idea behind my patrols, to call their ranks often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. And you've certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to Testling, shall we? Yeah, let's say. She hasn't been telling you stories, has she? Oh, gods. Let's say, tells me you helped out on your patrol. You have our thanks. And my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you found each other. You have no idea how badly Alice has missed your company. Everything is always, if Lucia were here, she would... Oh, that's an exaggeration, and I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Lucia's methods. Honestly, after seeing her in action, I can understand why. The way she leaps into the fray without hesitation, it really is something to behold. Might be a little smitten myself. I'm only teasing, though I've no doubt she deserves all the admiration she gets, just as you do. Then this is what I get for sharing. Maybe I'll just head out on another patrol. Tasleen has the air of a woman being pulled in 10 directions at once. Yup. I'd love to lay out a welcome meal, but the duties I put off when I went to the market were still waiting for me. There are 101 things that need doing. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting here with Alice? What, and twiddle our thumbs while you work yourself to death? Surely there's something we can help you with. Yeah, I can help with a lot of things. I could do with a hand, it's true. Thank you. You start by helping me sort out the larder, Alice. While we do that, could you tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular I meant to visit. It's just a matter of saying a few words to them and seeing that their skin isn't caked in sand. Their names are Panil, Tudden, and Horik. They may not give much in the way of a response, but I promise they'll be pleased to meet someone new. Hey, Pawnee. Panil. We're just gonna massage your hair a little bit. Thank you. No problem, man. You Alice's friend? That's good. Oh, hi, Todden. I was gonna massage your hair again. Not again, but I'll massage your hair. Don glances up at you blankly, but you notice the tension in his face ease slightly. Oh, it's Harik. Hello, Harik. How you doing? Harik remains utterly still as you wipe the sand from his cheek. The texture of his skin has hardened into something akin to plaster. Your work is done, then? You've seen to the patients? How were they? Well... good. That's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. I'm concerned about Harik, though. I have to speak with the other carriers, but I think his time may be near. We shall leave you to that discussion, then. I was going to take Lucia to Moratsuk if you have any errands that need doing. Well, I suppose there is one thing. Would you pick up a nectarine from the markets, please? Cassard's caravan just passed through, so Ramon should have some fresh fruit. Come then, Lucia. There's something I want you to see. Right after we stop at Ramron's stall, of course. Oh, my jobs are all under control now, thank you. Go and spend some time with Alice. Yeah, Alice. Let's see about the nectarine, shall we? Hi, Ron. How you doing? Oh, back again, are you? You need another taste of Ron's wares? Actually, we're looking to buy a nectarine. Do you have any in stock? Oh yes, nectarines, peaches, grapes, fresh and juicy. Give it... Okay. God, I've never seen a Mord merchant give away something for nothing before. How much coin did you spend here? What did he say? Oh, given how richly you cracked your coin purse with me, I might still owe you food. Here, take this one free of charge. That's what he said. Oh yes, I'll take a jar of honeyed worms as well. Honeyed worms? Oh no, they're not for me. It's an offering of sorts. The worms, if you please. Only the best wrigglers for you. Come again, my friends. Right, that's our shopping chore is taken care of. Let's head up past the Aetherite to the main tower. The view I want to show you can only be seen from its very top. See you again soon! Your penny won't let you stay away! You need something? Here are your precious worms. That buys us a trip to the top of the tower, does it not? Great Ridders! You actually brought them! I really should have let you, but just this once, alright? Only once! Never fails. Shall we?
Look, over there, where the wall is broken.
Oh, I see.
Do you see what lies beyond? That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty white nothingness. Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance.
Gosh, we're just gone for good then.
That nectarine you bought. It's Halric's favorite fruit.
Oh. I see.
Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters. But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light. The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true. Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn. Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals.
Oh, my lord.
I feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough. But it's a war I mean to wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapse?
I do remember that. You don't
well,
need
let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons.
You don't need a flashback to me. I well remember that.
But even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield. So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here. And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless.
Good on you.
On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
I see. I gotcha. I'm glad I was able to show you that. When it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the first, one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the wall is worth more than an hour of Oryanje's lecturing. All I needed you to know beyond a doubt that Tesleen has no other choice. The nectarine will be a kindness. It isn't just a threat posed to others. When a person becomes an eater, pain appears to be excruciating. Curs are truly fond of their wards, which spare them that suffering. It is their way of fighting back against a fate worse than death. Hey, Alice. Go ahead. I think she's been waiting for us. You're back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find a nectarine? I did. Thank you. Alice's explained why I wanted this, has she? I can see it in your eyes. We may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others and we've decided to keep an eye on Halric for now. Thanks to you, though, if his time does come suddenly, we're ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. Man, thank you for understanding. Man. Jeez. Well, nothing is going to happen for a little while yet, so let's see if we can't lighten the mood. We don't want our gloomy faces worrying the patients. Think it's time for that welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat and I'll make us a nice stew. God, this song. I don't know why it gets me.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs.
I'll have another bowl then. You needn't have gone through the trouble.
Oh, it's nothing, really. And we do so rarely have guests. In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get. I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs. I knew there was no way to save her, but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here. Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable, to receive the mercy of a painless death. When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief, but also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one. It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for, even when you believe they go on to a better place. I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The Warrior of Darkness?
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrent could tell you a version of it.
What's the tale?
Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
Yeah?
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the Sin Eaters.
Unconditional.
They're coming.
Desleen! Have you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
Oh, I had a feeling this was gonna happen. He's turned in the middle of all this, hasn't he? We're about to see a turning. Where could he have gone? This is my fault. The patients were acting strangely and I let it distract me. Lucy, Alice, we have to go look for Halric. I don't know what's gotten into him, but if he's wandering out there alone... Well, assign search areas and split up. Any idea where he might be headed? I don't like splitting up. No, he's never done anything like this before, but it can't be a coincidence that the other patients are suddenly so agitated they can sense something. In any case, let's see if they search close to the inn. Halric isn't very sure on his feet, so he won't have gone far. I'll search the east side. Please, Halric, please be alright. I'll cover the north and west then. You take everything from here to the south. This is my fault. The patients were acting strangely and I let it distract me. Survey the destination. You see no sign of Halric. Maybe he went further west. Halric, where are you? You scan your surroundings and search for Halric, and suddenly find yourself under attack! Ah! Forgiven folly. Saint screen. These things are tanky. Gosh. We can take a hit. Gosh. So, northwards then, I suppose. Surveying. Careful.
Any sign of him?
No, no sign. I don't see him anywhere. Maybe we killed him.
No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far.
Why is this theme playing?
We should keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will.
Is that one of the higher end ones? Gosh, they're all so angelic looking.
Did you see the size of that thing? It must be one of the nasty ones. Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it!
After it, indeed. I want to see what these things are made of. Give me a tough one.
There it is!
Is that... Oh no!
I knew I'd be going to him.
Ulrich!
Wow! Nice hit!
We have to run!
Oh.
Tesleen! No!
We all deserve happiness, wherever we can find it. The time left to you is precious. No one should die in pain. Mother,
Oh no. Why do I hear the bells toll? Oh my lord. She fought so hard to prevent this for everyone else. And this is what she gets. Oh my lord.
No, 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 no!
And she's still conscious. Sorry, I'm just kind of taken aback. Because I'm just kind of stunned at what I just saw. Ulrich. I'm sorry, Lucia. I tried to tell all the carers what happened, but I can't be the shoulder they lean on. Not like this. The music's dead. Kasana? It's just so unfair. Tessie was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared, and that there shouldn't be any pain. Of all the people in the world to suffer such a fate. Oh, Tessie, you thought only of others. This was your reward. I imagine you're just as shocked as the rest of us, so I appreciate what you're doing here. Me? I can really... I don't have the words. Without a body, we can't even give her a proper burial. And she cared about that sort of thing. About giving people the chance to say their goodbyes. Harik is as unresponsive as ever. He stands motionless, staring up into the sky where the Sin Eaters made their escape. Man. Wow. Wow, I'm kinda speechless. Hey Alice, how you doing? Alice is lost in grief. I've spoken with the carers. Thank you. What you're doing, it means a lot to them. To me. Sorry to interrupt. We realized we hadn't thanked you for rescuing Ulrich. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Hurt? It wasn't even a fight. I was too late. Too slow. And I thought I could protect you. You can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. You brought Ulrich back safe and sound. No one could have done any more. I'm sorry, but I've come to a decision. I won't be continuing my role here. I hope you will forgive me for leaving you, and that you will delay Ulrich's last meal for as long as you possibly can. Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. We always do. Of course, she would have done the same. Farewell, Ulrich. Keep Tesseline's words close to your heart. Wait! You're leaving this very moment? I understand how you must feel, but surely this is a bit hasty? Do you even have anywhere to go? I have a destination in mind, yes. And a purpose. This damned light, building without cease. It's the reason we can't save those corrupted by the Eaters. But what if we corrected the balance? Even if it were only a little by little. Even if it took years. It would surely make things better. Now, hold on there. Everyone knows there's too much light, but how could you ever hope to get rid of it? You'd have to change the whole world. That's right. We should return to the Crystarium. I may not be able to repel the Eaters on my own, but I can still use the skills I have gained here to hurt them. Yeah, that's a good point. They just lost their leader, and they're losing their primary guardian. Jeez. Man. Iced over? Oh no, I still feel like mine is still not quite impacted. But then again, the immersion is cranked away out this time around. Now is not the time for heavy metal. Go away. Gosh, that was terrible. The character model. The character model was like a horrific looking. It was like a horror monster. There was like the tears and everything. That's like the Japanese favorite. With the streaks of tears and whatnot, long hair. That looks tender. Huh. Who's there? Good to see you again. You look like you have a story or two to tell. But I sent you sooner I get back to the Crystarium. Forgive me, Lucia. I couldn't stay there a moment longer. But I was serious about what I said. While the men and women at the end battle against this blight with kindness, I must fight in my own way. With steel. Miss Alice? Is there anything I can get you? You're swift to Samara. I need to return to the Crystarium immediately. As you wish. Remind me to wear goggles if we ever fly over Amarang again. Barely gotten the sand out of my eyes. But the wind did help to clear my head, at least. I think I'm ready to meet with the Exarch. We need to talk about how we're going to wipe the Sin Eaters out, shall we? Yeah, business? I have business. Take me there. Hello, Crystal. I see you were reunited with Alice, but I dare say you found little else to celebrate in Amarang. Welcome back, Lucia. You will have to share the tale of your journey once the two of you are suitably rested. Thank you for seeking me out, Lucia. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. And looking at Alphino, I say he's as eager to begin the discussion as I am. I say we lay our experiences before the Exarch and step back to see what kind of picture they make. Then we can decide where to go from there. Whenever I come to the Crystarium, the sands of Amarang seem a world away. Yet they both lie under the same wretched sky. If only every town could... Okay, Crystarium. If only every town could share the Crystarium spirit of independence. Still, I suppose one cannot decide for others what they should and should not deem important. My powers of persuasion have certainly had little effect on the people of Kalusia. The Crystal Exarch welcomes you back to the Crystarium. 1 million experience.
And so you return?
Indeed.
Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Yeah. I have.
Better is not the word I would use. Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters. Indeed.
Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist.
So
just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
So you're saying that...
I have a feeling Yulmore might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters.
Yeah.
Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience.
Yeah, I think Vorthra is one of them.
He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
That's true.
Agreed.
That's true.
Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Are you sure that eliminating the Wardens will be enough? I don't think so, personally.
Your uncertainty is understandable, given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then.
Hello.
In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence.
I see.
If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds.
I see.
What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities. 7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed.
Really? So darkness, fire, air, earth. There's air, darkness, fire, earth, water, and ice. Oh, that's water. The other one was ice. What is this? What was that last one? I thought...
At present, the light-drowned realm of the first stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin-Eaters who are to blame for the light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Northrend, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the first and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
I see.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements.
For what?
They say the Sin-Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Ah. I see. Let's get a taste of what these things can really do then.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
This is true.